Alrighty, guys. What's going on? You guys know me all too well. I'm your boy, Fatal Mephisto, and today we're going to be looking at another game that I had bought on Xbox that surprisingly took me by surprise. I literally knew nothing about this game. I heard about it, but I didn't really look too much into it. And it turns out that this game is actually pretty fucking awesome. Now, for those of you who are not aware what The Long Dark is, it is a survival type kind of game, but not in that sense of with like enemies coming at you. You know what I mean? Like the forest, you got cannibals. You got other survival type kind of games. You got zombies coming after you, like DayZ, and this game is kind of more along the lines of a realistic approach of what it would be like if you were living in the north side or the northmost part of Canada where the weather is fucking brutal. And I'm going to show you guys here. I'm going to go ahead and actually delete my original save because I haven't played this in a while. I have some feats, but whatever, that's fine. We're going to go on and we're going to play on Voyager, which is medium. We're also going to go ahead and play on Mystery Lake. This is the map that I know the best, one that I spent the most amount of time playing, but there's also other regions. But if you are just playing this game for the very first time, I recommend you go to Mystery Lake. It is the easiest for you to remember, and also the easiest for you to get into to understand the basics of the game itself. So we're going to jump right in here. You can choose between male and female. There is a story mode to this. But it's broken up into episodes, and so far I believe episode 3 that recently came out, I think, is now available, so we still got a couple more to go. And believe it or not, the story actually, and this is kind of cool, has the voice actors that played Male Shepard and Female Shepard from the Mass Effect franchise. So if you fancy that, awesome, go for it, man. Oh wait, go back. I do want to activate this one here because I like to be able to run around a lot more without having to drain my calories. I'll explain more of that later. Now you're gonna have to forgive me. The sound of my controller is a little bit on the loud side because I'm using one of those PDP controllers. Yeah, they kind of suck ass, but whatever. All right, we're gonna jump into this. You're gonna spawn me outside, and you're gonna spawn me inside of a house. Wow, you're gonna spawn me inside of a house, and best of all, you spawn me in the trapper's cabin. Fucking beautiful. All right, so let me go over the basics real quick. Hitting your options button will show you up in the top right corner what time of the day that it is. So right now it's early morning, probably around like 10 or 11 around there. So there is a day and night cycle. Ooh, that's the first time I've actually ever seen the revolver spawn that fucking like that. Excellent. Handy. I will take that. But basically, so anyways, you guys can see right here, you have to manage your clothes to keep yourself warm. You also have to make sure that you maintain and keep the condition of your clothes in top tip shape, because the more it wears, the less your clothes is going to actually protect you. So you got to keep that in mind. You can see your warm bonus at the bottom left corner, your windproof bonus, your protection, and your sprint, depending on what you're wearing, all that crazy stuff like that. You also have to keep an eye on if you have any afflictions. If you get bit by a wolf or attacked by a bear, you got to find ways to treat it. All that stuff like that. And throughout the course of the game, your job is to keep yourself protected, go around, loot stuff, and take it for what it is. So right there, I just grabbed a can of tomato soup and I grabbed a can of, banged up beans, pork and beans. I grabbed an MRE. Now, another thing is in this game that you want to look forward to is this game will definitely keep stuff hidden, so it's always good to crouch down and have a look in, whatever the case may be. So, you can see there's a table right here, and if I had an axe or a hatchet, I can break it down for extra wood that I can start a fire with if I wanted to. But keep in mind that when you break down chairs or tables, that actually makes time go by faster. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, down at the bottom left-hand corner, you got your stats. which to give you a better idea, you got your warm, you got your rested, your freaking your water intake, whatever the case may be, how thirsty you are, and also how hungry you are. You're based on calories. So let's say, for example, if I wanted to eat something, let's say if I wanted to eat a candy bar, it's going to give me 300 calories, right? My MRE gives me 1,700, or 1,750 or 1,750. So whatever the case may be. But you also want to keep an eye on the actual condition. The further down the condition gets, I think it's like around like between like below 30%. There's a chance that you'll actually get food poisoning, and if you get it down past 10%, I think you're gonna get food poisoning every time. I think, could be wrong, but either way, the objective of this game is pretty simple: is to loot and loot stuff. Now, see the magnifying glass right here. I never picked this up because I don't really start a whole lot of fires outside. But if you find yourself, struggling and building fires and whatever the case may be, then bring it along with you. Simple tools, definitely want to bring that because that's going to help me to want to repair. This is a snare, so I can actually trap animals, which is like kind of pretty much basically equivalent to like rabbits and stuff like that. Got some beef jerky. Now this is also a workbench too, mind you. So a workbench allows me to do certain things, like if I wanted to make some timber plugs because I picked up some newspaper, I can go ahead and craft that if I want to, but I'm not going to. All the way down to health items you can create, clothes items that you can also make too as well, and other blueprints such as like arrowheads, a bearskin bedroll that will actually keep you more warmer throughout the nighttime when you're sleeping, if you have to sleep outside, that kind of stuff.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Ooh, I think I'm glad that I got that whatever you want to call it. So we got a lantern. Now, this right here, I can actually start a fire if I want to, right? I can take the coal out, which I can use that for later to mark stuff on the map so I can actually start building the map. But right now, I can start a fire. Now, as you can see, I have no fuel, but I have whatever they call it, case would be. So how do I fix that problem? Well, right here, there's some cedar firewood right here. So if I were to go ahead and put that on here, I can go ahead and do that if I want to. But I'm not going to just yet because I want to finish exploring this. Just in case I come across a, whatever you want to call it, tinder plug. That's for fire starting. A bandage definitely comes in handy. Let's see what this has to offer. Okay, I need a pry bar, crowbar for that, so that's out of the question. Now we got a safe, so let's go ahead and try to open up this. Okay, so right there I can see that. Alright. Okay, start back at 0, so it goes to 5. Oh wow, so it's literally right dead smack next to each other. Jeez, that's weird. There we go.
I'll take it.
Okay, got a flare, I'll take that. Worn Malkins, sweet. That's actually a nice little bit of boots right there. But also, you also want to keep your eye on how much weight it gives you to as well. So for example, these boots that I have on, right? Okay, so the current boots that I'm wearing, right, gives me plus 0.4 warmth towards actual my degrees for outside. I get a little tiny bit of wind protection. I can also raise that up too as well if I actually increase the condition of my boots. Now, if I switch over to this, you're going to see a big increase, right? So you see the difference, right? Now, mind you, that these shoes are also worn down, but not as bad as this one. But this one actually makes me lose 3% of my sprint speed. This one also does the same too as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these bad boys on, but I'm also going to break these ones down, and I'm going to harvest the actual material out of them. So that way I can actually use and repair it, but I don't actually currently have an actual sewing kit, so I have to find one of those. So, oh wait, what is that? Is that bullets? Revolver cartridges. Okay, cool. I can definitely use that. Not really seeing too much. I can sleep in the bed if I want to. So right now, as you can see, my hunger, there's a cooking pot. I'll definitely take that. So let's make a fire. You can add extra stuff if you want to make your fire chance of success 100%. So right now, if I were to start this fire, it's going to give me 55%, but I can change that to use wood matches instead of cardboard matches, which increases my chances to 60%. And then I got timber wood and newspaper that doesn't do anything. And I got cedar wood. So for the sake of this video, I want to go ahead and actually use a little bit of my actual, whatever you want to call it. So now I got 59 minutes on the actual thing. I can add fuel, right? I can add 2 of this, increase my actual fire, and add that too as well. So now I boosted it up to 3 hours. Now another thing I can do is I want to make water, right? So I'm going to take my cooking pot, and I'm going to make 2 liters of water. So as you can see here, it's going to take an hour for me to melt the snow, but I can actually pass the time if I want to. Well, I can pass the time again. But you got to keep, like I said, you want to keep an eye on your calories, man. It's going down pretty quickly. But now that I have water with me now, I'm fine. So now I can take this cooking pot, and I can cook, let's say I want to make these beans, right? Because it's 50% good, whatever the case may be. Plus, by me doing this, this is also going to actually give me a warm bonus as well, for whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and we'll eat this up right now. As you can see, well, you can't really see because my thing is in the way, but I'm sure in that, whatever you want to call it, you can. So there you go. So now I just got a warming up bonus to that, but I'm still not satisfied with my hunger. So I'm going to go into my thing and be like, you know what, man? I'm going to eat my MRE. It's going to bring my food up quite a bit. There we go. Now I'm completely full, and now I just need water. And there you go. I am now maxed out on food, and I'm now perfectly good for whatever the case may be. So I'm going to bring that pot with me too as well. So, since this is going to be the first night here, I want to start breaking down some of this, like, whatever you want to call it. So I got a chair. So I'm going to break down this chair. Nighttime is getting ready to happen. So in a way, that's fine. Oh, I got a box of rifle and ammunition, so that's cool. You can also hear when, like, storm. Ooh, I need that Sony kit. Excellent. So the thing, this is what I was trying to tell you guys before. Now that I've gotten that, I can go down, back down to my shoes, and I can actually repair my thing now. See, so now I went from 47% up to 97%. But you can see now that my actual bonuses has greatly increased because the condition went up. So now I'm getting 2.4 instead of 1.4, and then so on and so forth. So it's definitely you always got to make sure that you keep all your actual clothes completely up, like, on par with conditions. So as you can hear outside, it's definitely storming outside. So we're probably definitely going to spend the night here.
This stuff will come in handy.
See, I got a rugged cap. I got a can of Rusty Peaches. So I'll take that anyways for the hell of it. So I'm definitely going to want to put that hat on. Now, it goes based on layers. You have inner layers, right? You got the outer layer and the top part, and then you have the inner layers as well. So you want to keep that in mind when it comes to putting on your clothes. There we go, got the 77%. So right now, as you can see, my bonus went up to 5%, and my protection is 9%, but my sprint's down to 96. So it is dark as shit in here. So you know what, man? Let's see, what time is it right now? Okay, it's pretty much basically nighttime. Okay on water, and I'm okay on food for right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bypass the time for about 3 hours. And then I'll sleep, and then we'll wake up and we'll go outside and we'll explore. Alright, now we'll sleep for about maybe, I'll see if I can do the full 12, but it might not let me. Alright, as you can see, it's just barely getting into the morning, so let's go ahead and drink. Alright, and let's go ahead and I'll eat the rest of my MRE so that way I can get my food back up a little bit more. There we go. Now I can either do two things. I can either wait for the sunrise to come up, or I can bypass a little bit of time. So I think what we're going to do is let's bypass another 3 hours. Just let that way get until we get a little bit of sunrise, and then I can cancel out of it so that way we can head outside and have a look. Okay, there we go. That's more than enough. More than enough. Okay. We're still good on food. We're still good on everything else. We got some gas, so I can definitely use the gas to, where is it now? I believe it's under here, and I can go to here, and I can go to refuel. There we go. Excellent. So that's fine and dandy. So, okay. I don't need a whole lot of stuff like that, so I'm going to drop that because I only want to keep one can in case I desperately need it. We got some revolver. We got 2 bullets of revolver ammo. Rifle ammo, that's fine. We got a snare. This you can also repair too as well. I can clean it with the cleaning kit. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So there we go. So all that clean does is clean condition improvements by 3%. I can keep cleaning it. See how it keeps bringing up my percentage? The more I keep doing that, you see how it says cleaning skills increased? If I go over to my logbook here, right, you're going to see right here that this is all the stuff that I can technically level up. I can harvest carcasses, so I can actually, get better at carving things and faster. Cooking, fire starting, ice fishing, rifle, firearm, archery, mending, revolver, gunsmith, so on and so forth. That kind of stuff like that. So you want to keep that in mind while you're doing the stuff that you're doing. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be too snowy outside, so let's go have a peek outside and see what's happening. Okay, so as you can see right now, it's probably pretty damn cold outside. Yep, it feels like minus 17 degrees. As you can see right now, that my clothing that I currently have on is whatever. So the wind chills at 1 degrees, but at the air temperature, it is absolutely freezing. But again, it is morning time, so it is what it is. So let me go ahead and reload this real quick. So I got 2 shots in my bullet, right? 2 shots in my revolver. Now, another thing I want to do is I definitely wouldn't mind cleaning that weapon just a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't advocate doing this because if you're going to clean your weapon, do it on the inside. Do it inside, because if you start going about doing stuff that's literally going to, you know what I mean? Pretty much basically make your character or bypass time. If you're out in the cold and your cold has 2 arrows going down, yeah, you're going to lose that very, very fast. Alright, so I definitely want to keep my eyes out for wolves and wherever the case may be, because I want to go in this direction, because this is where... Oh, also, if you happen to have a piece of charcoal, I can use this and I can survey the area, so that way I can actually see on my map where I'm at. So... So my character right now, it is freezing outside. I gotta be careful coming up here.
Gotta warm up somehow.
I gotta keep an eye out for wolves, because if I don't want to have a wolf attack right now. Not now. Not this early on. So here's a dead body. I can search this dead body.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Got a bandage, so I'll take that. So let's go behind this rock here. I'm going to gather up these little sticks along the way. So that way I could actually, when I get to the place where I want to go, spend the next night, I'll be good to go. Alright, see, now I just gained a... oh, fuck me. See? That's what I was worried about. That's what I was worried about right there. I didn't want to have a wolf on my ass that quickly. Bitch. Okay, so... For health-wise, I got painkillers that I can
Why
take.
didn't that work?
That ain't gonna do shit. But I got a band-aid, though. So, if you look at my things right here, right? These two things, frostbitten and whatever you want to call it, hypothermia. It keeps going up because I don't have enough, whatever you want to call it. So, I got lucky with that attack. See, there's another wolf down there. I want to make sure that I'm nowhere near it, so that way I don't gain its fucking attention. Oh god, there's another wolf right there. Jesus Christ. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go up this hill. I'm probably gonna sprain my ankle by doing this, but... Alright, that's fine. We'll leave it like that. You know what? Oh, damn it. Come on. I know I can get up here. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and drink. And let's also go ahead and eat something real quick here. Maybe my bag of, whatever you want to call it there. There we go. Okay. Now, if I wanted to, I could build a campfire right now if I wanted to, just so that way I can do, whatever you want to call it, but I don't feel like doing that. Now, that little shack right over there that I'm about to walk over to, let me just make sure that there's no wolves around here. Okay, good, there's not. We're going to take a peek here, and to see if there's any weapons or anything useful over here I can do. Whenever you see those birds flying above something like that, generally there's a dead corpse that's over there, which in this case there is. 2 of them, actually. That's kind of rare. Alright, so that's nothing in there. Let's go up here and see what's up here. Oh, we got the bow. The survival bow. I will take that. Got another bandage. And stay on target, which will actually help me increase my firearms, I think it is. For archery, I think. Oh, so right here. Okay. I can take this simple arrow. And you can see right now, Carcass has more than whatever you want to call it. I can't use my bare hands because I don't have gloves on. So if I had gloves, then I would definitely be able to take advantage of that. So, but anyways, let's get the hell on out of here before I frickin' do die. Let's see, my health is pretty much basically super low, so let's get the hell out of here before I do die. Now, of course, if I wanted to heat myself back up, I can just do this. I can build a fire pit. I gotta make sure I put this on somewhere close to me, like right about here. Go wood matches, and we'll also do that for 80%. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add some wood to it, and I'll add my sticks. I'm not gonna bother doing that, but what I will do is I will cook up a. I'm gonna make this. Alright, so now I can look at this. Okay, we got 14 minutes, so I can probably pass some time there. We're gonna eat that. That's also gonna give me a plus bonus to whatever you want to call it, so that's fine and dandy. I can take a torch with me if I want to, but I also want to make some more water, so let's go ahead and we'll do this real fast. There we go. Bring that with me. So, now that I'm perfectly fine, as far as, you know, whatever you want to call it and stuff like that, let's get the hell out of here and get home. I know exactly where I want to go for this, so... Okay, I see a wolf over there, but that's fine. I'm not going in that direction, though. Don't want to sprain my ankle. Now, you see these little pebble things? I wish there was some around here. I should have grabbed some earlier. Those are really, really good for capturing, like, these little guys. I can bring out my rifle if I want to, but... See, my aiming is going to be really, really bad because I don't have anything in my aiming whatsoever for it, so... Got that one. So now that I killed it, I can skin it. I'm going to take it with me and I'll harvest it when I get home. So that way I'll have some food for tonight. Okay, this is what I was looking for right here. So, right over here is the main cabin, which is dead smack in the middle of the map. As you can see, the Canadian flag. Yeah, this whole game takes place in Canada, man. So essentially, you're surviving, you know, what I have to survive over here, but it's not as bad over here because I live in the city, so. But let's go ahead and let's pop on in here. Speaking of snowing, it looks like it's snowing outside out here in my city too as well. That's freaking great. So, here we are. We can look around, scavenge some more stuff, and there's an actual little bit of an orange soda right there, which I can drink right now if I want to get my up a little more. So there we go, that's cool and dandy. Let's have a look around before nightfall happens, so that way we can gather as much stuff as we possibly can here. Can of tuna, some more papers, we can start fires. Another can of soda, more papers, we can start fires. More papers.
I'll take it.
Sewing kit, I'm definitely digging that. Painkillers, I'll definitely take that, I guess. We got some wood. Oh, there's a bandage right here, so I'll take that. Let me just peek under here. What's that right there? Did I see? Oh yeah, pork and beans. See? You always want to make sure you check all the nooks and crannies, man, underneath desks and stuff like that, because that's where you're going to find a lot of actual stuff that you may not be aware of. Pork and beans, I'll take that. Now over here, you can have a line, and sometimes there's a hook that's there, but if you got a hook and a line, you can make a fish thing.
I can use this.
Okay. Bandages there. Oop, got some more liquids so we can start fires, and also more oil for my thing. Alright, we got some more papers up there. Let's head upstairs real quick here.
This stuff will come in handy.
Oop, got a new shirt, so let's put that on. Survival book about fires. We got a book for more for fire stuff like that, I guess, too, as well.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Ooh, more pants. Definitely need that too as well. Nothing in there. Bedroll. Definitely take that. So right now I'm not really, I don't really want to go to sleep just yet, but what I will do is I will start another fire. We got 80% chance with this, so let's see what happens here. Perfect. I should have actually, like... Okay, so I'm definitely going to need some more wood then. Well, we got some more boots over here. I'll take those. Damn, that sucks because I should have definitely got more wood first before I made that fire, so that was kind of a waste. So yeah, don't do what I just did there, man. Don't do that. Just want to keep that going until I get some more wood going here. Because that will take 45 minutes, and there's only 25 minutes on the, or 8 minutes left in the fire, so... Wait, do I not have a book that I can put in here? Oh, no. Alright. So, that rabbit that I had... where is he? There he is. I can harvest its meat and its hides, so that's what I'm going to do. It's going to take an hour and 9 minutes, so I got to kill time anyways. That fire is going to go out, which I'm fine with that. I ain't worried about that. So we got that going, so I guess we can start chopping down some more of this. Like I said, I want to wait till nighttime rolls around. Get some cloth here. Definitely want to get some cloth so I can start repairing my clothes. Yeah, I don't mind being tired, man. I don't mind my character being tired because I'm not going to really lose anything. Okay, we're going to sleep for 12 hours. Hopefully we can. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. Alright, perfect. It's morning now, so let's go ahead and drink. Now, we're about to go ahead and we're about to start another fire here.
Perfect.
Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to show you. Because I got some meat in my bag that I can cook up here. Doesn't give me a whole lot, does it? Nah, of course it doesn't. But I do have this, and I can actually cook up some pork and beans. We're going to eat that. Plus, we get a bonus to eating, too, as well. Perfect. See right there. Now, I wish I had some coffee, but I don't. So, let's eat a chocolate bar here. Trying to get my food up a little bit more here. Maybe the rest of that MRE. Yeah, I didn't really do a lot. That will do. Then I also got a can of pop, so I can always just drink that too as well. So there we go. Perfect. All right, so now we are good. We are good. It's only morning time right now. So let's go ahead and we'll start repairing our stuff here. Let's see what really needs to be repaired. So this is at 69%. Let's go ahead and repair that. When that happens, you just got to keep trying, man, until you keep getting your skilled up, whatever you want to call it. Because every once in a while, it will tell you that you failed. So there we go. So now my toque is at 100%. So we'll move on to the next one. This is normally what I do once I garner enough stuff like that. Like anything that's really, really low, I want to get up into about 75+%. All right, 63. That'll do, I guess, for now. I guess. Actually, you know what? Oops, no, I'm not satisfied with that. So. Alright, there we go. We're at 98. 95. Okay, let's repair this. 89, perfect. Let's repair this as well. Okay, before we continue, right? You can see how my bonuses are starting to slowly go up, yeah, because the more you actually repair and keep your stuff in top conditions, the higher your stuff is going to stay at. Alright, so I don't have any more cloth now, so I can't... Well, these ones are actually fine. This here, I'll definitely harvest. Excellent. So, we're good there. Our warming up has expired. We're a little bit on the tired side, but we're not that bad. We need more something to drink, so let me go ahead and fuel up on my water here real fast. Perfect. We're good for food. Now, what I want to do is, real quick, is I want to head outside and take this pathway around because there's a chance of a rifle that spawns in a few locations on this map. And I generally usually always find it over here, but it might not. It might actually be up in the watchtower. It's okay. It's not really that cold outside, as you guys can see. It's actually, it feels like 0 degrees outside, so my temperature's not even going to drop. These things right here, you can harvest these. These actually are good to create for painkillers. You can cook them on the stove. I think it's like 20 of them I think you need to make a beverage that will actually heal your pain, if I remember correctly. But anyways, if we come down this way, there's going to be a dead body around here. There's a chance. Okay, there's a dead body where I think it's. I don't know. Maybe there might not. Yeah, I don't think it spawns here. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't spawn here, so that kind of sucks. But whatever, it's fine. However, though, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back and we're gonna spend another day inside the other where I was just at because I want to read up on my get those two things out of the way so I can get my skills set up a little bit more for archery and whatever you want to call it. So let me go back inside. And we're going to spend a night here one more time before, whatever you want to call it. But well, actually before I end this stream. But this is pretty much basically the concept of the game. Is for you to go around, to survive, find things that you need, break things down when you have to. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to take one of those books there that I have, which I believe is... Where is it now? I believe it's under here. Yeah. I'm going to take this and it's okay. 5 hours to research. So we're going to fucking research it for 5 hours. So that gives me perfect time to go ahead and sleep for about maybe 10 hours. Alright, so now I woke up fully rested, so that's a plus. Drink some water. Now, I really can't see anything, because right now it's barely even whatever you want to call it, so that's fine. We're also going to eat another chocolate bar here. Get that up a little bit, and we'll also eat a can of peaches, because that'll actually give me both health and our food and thirst, so... There we go. That works a little bit better. Now I got one more book that I gotta read, which is this one right here. So I'll read this one for 5 hours. It's too dark to read, so I can't do that. So I'm gonna have to bypass time. Another way to do that is
This will
Can't
come
even
in
see.
handy.
Oh, I'll take that. I will gladly take that. What the hell was that? What do we got here? Yes, I'll put that on. Sweet. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna rest for, let's say, about maybe 4 hours until we get sunrise. There we go. Now I should be able to read this book now for 5 hours. Yes, I can. That'll take us right till lunchtime. Perfect. I can research. I can technically research for one more hour if I wanted to, but I'm not going to because my character is thirsty as shit. So there we go. It takes care of that. I can research it for 1 more hour. So let's do that real quick. Boom, done. Okay, now I got 2 bedrolls. I don't want that. So anything that I have that's double, I have a lot of these. I don't care about that. Cool. So now what I can do is I gotta eat real quick. So let's eat another can of peaches.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
There we go. That gave us a little bit of food. This here gives me 600. This gives me 300. So I can eat both of these. There we go. That's more than enough. Okay, so that's pretty much basically The Long Dark in a nutshell. If you're playing in the survival mode aspect, or if you're playing in the story mode, which I'll show you guys at a later date, what that's like and how the similarities are there too as well. But anyways, guys, I'm done with this video. I want to thank you all for coming out and checking out this video. And tell me your thoughts down below on what you think of this game, man. I'm out, guys. Peace.